Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll take a look at another game in Armies of Exigo, and this will be a 1v1 between Suwak and SoulsKeeper on the map Darkside Forest. So we have Suwak in the top right corner with the yellow beast, and then we have SoulsKeeper in the top left corner with the blue Fallen. So a nice matchup, Fallen against Beast. I think this is a small series of games. I think I have like 5 games maybe prepared there that we will now watch in a row probably between Suwak and SoulsKeeper. On different maps, probably different races as well, so that might be interesting. This will be the first one of them, of course. Beast against Fallen, I think kinda interesting matchup, maybe the most interesting one right now when we are currently watching it and when this was played. Not sure what patch is right now, the newest one when you guys are watching it, but of course games with Empire are usually heavy turtle into just insane snowball in the late game for the Empire, or just dying in the mid game, so that's usually not that entertaining. But Fallen and Beast have interesting interactions, so that might be interesting. And we can see Suwak scouting immediately the expansion of SoulsKeeper. He was a little bit lucky, immediately finding where SoulsKeeper spawned, and he's checking the expansion. He didn't open with Arena, he made only stable, so he can sustain his minion production with a quick Boron here. And now he also goes for expansion, trying to not fall too much behind, which is gonna help him a lot. He actually spent even a little bit more gold again to just make another minion, and also of course the Boron. So delaying his expansion quite a lot. SoulsKeeper is already on 50%, so there is only 65 seconds remaining for his Dark Fortress, while the Stronghold will take, of course, 110 seconds. But he should be fine. We see first 2 hives already starting. One is almost 50% already, and we still don't see an arena, so Suwak might struggle a little bit, but now we actually sent 2 minions here to kill a summoner, which might be a nice value if we can get that, because SoulsKeeper will be locked on population. But of course the summoner is running away as much as he can, but for some reason SoulsKeeper is not bringing any harvesters to protect him. Now he's doing that, and he might be actually able to save him. Barely, but still. Suwak fully committed to it. He actually lost just 1 minion, second one survived from 3 HP, pretty lucky. But he managed to kill the summoner, and he also brought the harvesters away from gold for a second. So this was a really nice move, really valuable for Suwak. SoulsKeeper is now fully locked on population, so he's rather going for a tower, producing another summoner here, but not going into control form immediately, losing some time there. And this guy is transferring to this base. I guess he also wants to place a tower there, which is a little bit of an over investment, but of course he didn't have any scouts, so he doesn't know if the enemy is going for an expansion or not. Suwak is sitting on lots of gold, didn't even finish his arena yet, but as I said, it's not that big of a problem, because now SoulsKeeper can start producing and the arena will finish in like 5 seconds, so it's basically the same time. Expansion of Suwak is already finished, but he doesn't have any towers, of course. Now he could get spammed by stingers. Fortunately for him there is only 2 hives, so it won't be that powerful. So SoulsKeeper invested a lot into the towers, so he cannot launch that powerful attack, but still, definitely the totem here is probably a smart choice. Even though he might want to maybe place it here and then just protect it with some buildings. It will be harder to protect it here, but it doesn't really matter that much if we can make some warriors as well. SoulsKeeper is coming with a first stinger. Warrior sitting here. Boron fully locking it here, immediately reacting. Stinger will go down, most likely. And Boron surviving on 205 HP. Stinger dying, scouted the tower. And SoulsKeeper is scouting other bases. Maybe he could even try another expansion, but doesn't seem like he's going for that. He's now 9 population behind. Trying to get 2 more hives there. No incubator yet. So for now seems like full stingers. And we see second arena and goblin hut from Suwak, not preparing another totem here. Doesn't seem like he would be too worried about pressure there. But if SoulsKeeper would like a rush incubator, he would probably already have it, and maybe already a third hive as well, and he could start pumping out some spitters, and there could be a nice harassment on these buildings and this Boron. And I don't think the warriors would be able to stop that. He could just kite them away if he would also get improved metabolism. Fortunately for Suwak, SoulsKeeper didn't go for that, and instead he tries to expand here. And now he's dealing with 3 warriors here, with only a few stingers. No tower or anything, and Suwak is actually retreating. I think he could have killed this, but looks like he doesn't want to overcommit. Yeah, he needs to remove this Baron on the whole position, or his goblins won't be able to get out of here. Also interesting position of Dark Ultra. Usually he would want a Weapon Master here, but he can build it on the side. Actually, he can still fit it in there after he destroyed Sanctuaries. I thought he wouldn't be able to. And now he has a nice wall there, so actually pretty smart. Third arena already, that's interesting. Protecting the totem eventually. Even though an attack from behind would of course be devastating for it. But yeah, that is the push together with some goblins. Still no tower here. SoulsKeeper wasting already like third summoner I think this game. Losing a lot of wood especially there, which he's probably overgathering a little bit because he has a lot of it. Yeah, 3 harvesters now on wood. Totem, not totem, Deformer is gonna fall here. SoulsKeeper trying to go behind with his stingers, but it's not even a surround, he just brought all his army here. Both are sitting on 500 gold. I mean, SoulsKeeper now has unholy ground here, so he can start placing down towers even without the Deformer. But he ideally shouldn't lose his army in the meantime. Suwak is making a third base behind this. So they will both be on 3 bases probably, but Suwak is still 20 population ahead. Towers here are still not finished, or not even fully started. Now they started, but if Suwak will be quick, he can stop them. There is lots of stingers. He could get surrounded, so he has to be careful, but he can just place 1 goblin here or something and retreat if necessary. Another summoner wasted for SoulsKeeper. There was just no reason to try to get a control form there in the front line. I'm bored, yeah. Not surprised. Stingers trying to come for the surround. Finally some spitters appearing as well, but there is so many warriors that all the stingers are just useless and they will die to the goblins as well. I think mass spitters would be just better here or some combination. But let's see if SoulsKeeper can do anything here. He also has some harvesters there. Some stingers are coming there from the back, but you can see they're just disappearing in a second. They won't do anything. Even so, sacrifice there. Unfortunately, these 3 warriors are in the back instead of here, so... Now the stingers will get on the goblin riders. But also the warriors are now getting on the spitters, even though that's not that devastating. But stingers died, spitters are kiting away a little bit. Yeah, Suwak getting really sleepy there from not enough action. But now he decides to pull back. He still has a way stronger army, but of course he might get kited. And it wouldn't be too nice, and he already has his expansion, so he doesn't really care, yeah. He is ahead, so no need to rush anything. Also he probably wants to reproduce his Barons, maybe sacrifice few of them to heal himself up. Yeah, there is still 1 stack goblin here. Second stable, also Lizard Fortress. Stinger scouted the base, died to a totem. Second damage upgrade for goblins and warriors. As you can see, SoulsKeeper doesn't have a single upgrade. Maybe he has improved metabolism, but now he's getting first stat upgrade, which is faster reflexes for 1 more damage. Spitters are too close, he's taking too much damage, he needs to kite from further away, of course. Now he has a chance because Suwak retreated, so he should be chasing, but not overcommit. Even some spitters from behind, but those will just get one-shotted. Once again, he was too close. And Suwak will probably just pull back to the tower, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a beast army with 30 extra population, and there is no way the spitters have any chance to do anything. They are just losing HP, now even some spitters themselves. He just needs some stalkers there probably, but there is also lots of warriors, so maybe even freeze could work. But there is already Lizard Keep, so there will be also Poison Fox soon, also getting 1 Wyvern for harassment, so I guess he will have some problems at home soon. And he's actually now getting Soul Trap, so that's like ultra late take up. Expansion not saturated on gems yet. No production in buildings. He has lots of resources unspent. Now actually getting the improved metabolism, yeah, so he couldn't even do any kiting before. And Suwak goes for an insane timing push, yeah, no trolls, but he doesn't care about towers. Warriors can tank it pretty easily. Goblin arrows as well, and he also got his battle cry buff there for the push just to make sure he definitely doesn't die here, but he still plays it chill. Reach if he needs to. Now he has a lizard keep, so he'll maybe wait for the warlocks, get a poison fog upgrade there, yeah, getting it immediately now. Lightning spires again rebuilding for SoulsKeeper. But Suwak is actually maybe going for a different base attack now. He could also stop this. Yeah, looks like he will go there. Single scout here, but Suwak is spending on another position. That's another dead summoner for SoulsKeeper, 5th one I believe. And that is the Wyvern harassment as I mentioned, but actually SoulsKeeper is prepared with some spitters, maybe he scouted with something, but I don't think so. He doesn't have Valkakun, so there is no way he could have gotten there to scout the lizard buildings, I believe, but maybe he just guessed it. Second bestiary, so we also will see trolls now, warlocks here, poison fog research in a second, even some revive altars here for warriors with levels. Plus he probably already got his superior boomerang upgrade in Goblin Hut, which is also unlocked by revive altar. Fourth base should be finished in a second, and spitters are coming here. Once again with some nice split. But he's taking a lot of damage. There is the poison fog, so he showed already to SoulsKeeper that he has warlocks with poison fog. SoulsKeeper actually trying to cover the map with some towers, but there will be trolls now as well, as I said, so towers won't be a problem anymore for Suwak's army. He's basically full population. Hollow Whispers, but that's ultra light of course. We don't see any other tech. Still 1000 unspent gold, 500 gems. Suwak also kinda high on resources, but he has the population, he can afford it. He's doing some gaseous form action here now. Getting further upgrade for his units damage, while also having one armor upgrade. So see we're only 1 and 1. Getting second damage now. And yeah, Suwak is locked on population. No gems gathering here, some AFK minions could even improve that, but now he's probably focusing on the gaseous form job here. And also the attack here. And there is no towers or anything, probably not even grasp, which wouldn't be even usable there anyways. So SoulsKeeper also retreated with the spitters from there. Here are the towers, doesn't seem like Suwak even cares enough to just destroy it with the troll first. But he also poison fogged himself a little bit, so it's not the best for him, but yeah, he still should be able to easily deal with this defense. Even though it's a lot of towers. SoulsKeeper is taking it seriously. Unfortunately, he's losing his main base in the meantime. He's trying some push here, but there is a totem. Multiple totems and minions. Nothing he can do there. More towers here, but also more trolls in the Suwak army now. And yeah, warriors dealt with these spitters. 3-1 upgrades already. SoulsKeeper now pulled back to defeat this, so I think Suwak will now push, because he knows that like 1/3 or maybe even half of SoulsKeeper's army is just not here to protect it now. We still don't see berserkers, but there is already double henge, so yeah, he's getting the berserker upgrade now. Even though we have double henge and no troll upgrades, but maybe he got ferocity or faster attack speed, not sure. But doesn't seem like it visually. Nice poison fog here. Woodwalkers completely out of position if they even have anti-magic already. But there is no real army strength anymore, so yeah. SoulsKeeper calls it GG and surrenders. So yeah, 20 minutes, 16 seconds. Suwak double kills. A little bit more researches as well, and definitely way more resources. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time, so take care guys.